Hi, and welcome to LearningWorks for Kids Game Spotlights. This is a series where we go over new and popular video games and talk about how you can use those skills you learn in-game in the real world. It's Evan here from LearningWorks for Kids, and if you like what you see, consider hitting that thumbs up button. Also, subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you know when more videos post like this. If you want to learn more about these skills or are interested in a class, look at lw4k.com to see our self-guided courses. These courses were created to help guide children into thinking about their skills in-game and how to bring them over to the real world. Today, we are talking about the latest release in the Splatoon franchise, Splatoon 3. In this game, you are an inkling who inks up turf in Splatsville. There are many different modes for you to enjoy in this game, including an all-new single-player story, online multiplayer battles, salmon run, and even a tabletop card game called Tabletop Turf Wars. The multiplayer battles consist of 2 teams of 4 players. This is where you level your character up and ink up the other team's turf. The matches are quick, and you want to make sure that at the end of the match, you have the most ink out on the battleground. The Anarchy battle mode is the ranked options, and these offer more types of competitive action through games like Splat Zones, all the way to a game called Clam Blitz, which is like a basketball game with clams and ink. Salmon Run is another multiplayer option in the game, where players team up and collect golden eggs for the Grizzco company. This allows players to try out new weapons while taking out computer-generated opponents. A successful work shift nets you points which in return unlock rewards like money and gear. So if you are into fast-paced gameplay and third-person shooter type games, you should definitely try out Splatoon 3 for the Nintendo Switch. In Splatoon 3, there are many different ways that players can practice their flexibility to skills and try something new. There are many different types of weapons, all with their own pros and cons, as well as outfits that are customizable with different abilities. There are different modes to play, and a card game to try out when combat is feeling too overwhelming. Players also need to use their flexibility skills when assessing their objectives in a battle and adapting to changing circumstances. Players need to be willing to look at what is currently going on in the battlefield rather than using the same tricks they did before, just because they worked in previous rounds. There are also many opportunities for players to practice their planning skills. When customizing gear such as weapons and clothing, the player needs to think about what kinds of skills they would like to enhance, as well as what their strengths and weaknesses are in the game. For a more in-depth breakdown of this, check out our course over on lw4k.com. When you look at the map at the beginning of the battle, the player needs to see what their plan of attack is in a relatively quick time frame as well, just because everything is happening in real time. It's crazy, it's so fast paced. So what's your favorite mode to play in Splatoon 3? I personally like the Anarchy battles. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, leave a like on the video to help support the channel. And don't forget that we are live on Thursdays and love to chat with you. So until next time, check out all of our other videos on the channel and our other content over at lw4k.com.